tackle junkies? What's going on, everyone? Here with old Fat Stacks.
What's up?
You can see here we're out at the ponds, and you guys make comments about this. Mike always reminds me of this. Usually when we're out here, this clown beats me usually at fishing because I'm power fishing and he's finesse fishing. So I told myself, well, I guess he is a little better too. I told myself, you know what, today I'm going to finesse fish, right? And we'll go over the baits in a minute. But the reason I don't finesse fish when I'm on my crestliner is because I'm fishing muddy water lakes. You guys have seen those in my last, handful of videos. It's not a lake. Those are not lakes you really want to finesse fish. I mean, if you're throwing a little bitty Ned rig or something like that, you know, a little 2-3 inch bait, if you don't hit a fish on the head, you're not getting bit. Okay, obviously visibility is going to be very low, so they're not really sight feeders. They're not going to see that from a distance, so it's just not a good idea if you're fishing muddy water. At least that's my take on it. Let me know down below what your guys' thought on that. Yum came out with 6 new colors here of the, Mike, did you take all these?
No.
Of the new, well, I guess it's not new, but it's the Yum Ned Dinger, but they got 6 new colors added to it. And guys, you can use code TJ81 over there at Lurenet to get 15% off the entire website, like 18 to 20 different brands over there. Definitely check that out. They even got some Yum Ned jig heads, which we're using as well. They got those in 1/8 and then 1/12 of an ounce in black and green pumpkin. They got a little weed guard on there as well. Nice plastic keeper. Mike's got a design. I'm not even getting involved in that. Mike's had a disaster. Okay, here we go. Drag. It's just 8-pound test. This is Cigar Tatsu. Had to go with the best. Give me an edge here. All right. What am I doing? Throwing the Ned. Watch me catch a tank now. I just can't sit still with this. Like, I want to reel it, you know? Oh, Mike. Mike. Can't tell how big he is. He's in the slop. Mike, what are you doing over there, boy? First Ned rig bass, boy. All right. A little Yum Ned Dinger. It's the Yum Ned head there. There we go. I'll take that. Mike, that's not a bad way to start the day. I mean, second cast. I told you this Ned rig was a good deal. That was a joke. I don't finesse fish much, but I do like fishing a shaky head. And I fish that in the muddier water, but I'm fishing that around stumps or a lay down or a dock post, you know, somewhere where I think a fish is going to be. And I'm really fishing this just pretty similar. Let it sit on the bottom, shake it for a second, move it. Here, it's just kind of hard to let it sit too long just because of all this stuff here. But with the shaky head, I try to move it without moving it, if that makes sense. So let it sit. Let's say I just cast it out by a stump or something like that. Then I would just kind of shake my slack. You know, so I'm kind of moving the bait, but I'm not really moving it out of place. At least that's how I like to fish the muddier water. Try to keep it one spot around an object that a fish should be hanging on. When the water's a bit clear, obviously, you can move it a bit faster. Now this pond actually is much dirtier right now than I anticipated. I could probably go with a much darker color. I'm going green pumpkin blue right now. But I could probably throw something a bit more gaudy because this water really isn't all that clear. We haven't had much rain, but it's just not that clear right now. And guys, give me some tips down below. You know, this is pretty new to me. I'm not much of a finesse guy, like I said, other than like a, you know, I love a wacky rig, love a shaky head. I'm not a drop shouter, I'm not a Ned rigger. But if I can get some pretty solid tips and catch a few fish on it, I might become one. So I need your guys' help. Such a grassy bottom here. I could probably go lighter and that would help me out. Being an 1/8 here, it's gonna kind of sink down in that grass. I'm sure you guys probably can't see that, but I should probably put on that 1/12 of an ounce and try to keep it on top of the grass versus in the grass with this 1/8. Big Shirksy's got one on the old spinner bait. Oh, nice, covered in grass. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
There we go, dude. Give him a little rinse. Okay, so we're going with a lighter head there, the 1/12 of an ounce, green pumpkin, and we're going to try out the green clown color. Water's a bit dirtier here than I thought it'd be, so this color might work pretty well. Just move that weed guard out of the way. I guess before you do that, you can go ahead and line that up to see where that hook needs to come out. Pretty much in the middle of that egg sac there. So move that weed guard to the side. Go in the center of the worm there. Just follow that down the seam line. Come out in the center. And then just slide her up. Just like so. Keep her nice and straight. Adjust that weed guard. And you're good to go. A little lighter head here, a little color change. See if that makes a difference. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not a big one. Not a big one. Decent. What I'm looking at is, Mike, you're fishing spinnerbait. Well, I would have came out here and fished. You caught 1 fish. I'm fishing a Ned rig, and I've caught 2 fish. You know, this trip really wasn't about, you know, size of fish, more about numbers. Even though it's only 2 to 1, the Finesse Ned rig is winning. The lighter head definitely did help out with the vegetation. Still getting a pretty decent cast and not getting clogged with grass. Still getting some on there, but not a ton, so that was definitely the way to go. I feel I'm more sitting on top of the grass versus digging in it now with this lighter head. I think it's a fish. This could be number 3, boy. Yes, sir. I don't care how big it is. Number 3 on the old Ned. Yeah, buddy. Not a giant, but number 3. I mean, it's 3 to 1. Reaction bait's lost. This is our 3rd time doing the outro.
Hey, 3rd time's the charm, right?
3rd time, hopefully, is a charm. Or you won't even see this video because the GoPro is going in the lake. I don't know why we don't have any audio. But anyways, Mike, we got to make this quick before the audio shoots craps. Long story short, we had a really nice explanation of this earlier. I don't even remember.
Well, we did, but not anymore.
This is like our 3rd or 4th time doing this. I don't remember which one it was now. But basically, what we were trying to do today was swap roles. You're on a bait caster, I'm on a spinning reel. You're throwing reaction baits, I'm throwing finesse. And like usual out here, finesse won. Usually I'm the one slinging spinner baits and buzz baits, and Mike's knocking them dead with a scooshy rig or something, or the scooshy bug on his little mojo rig, and I'm usually walking away with 1 fish. Now, didn't catch giants, but I did outfish the reaction baits, and that was the whole point of today. 3 to 1, reaction baits lost. The old Ned rig won. So finesse won for today. And I'm sure you guys are also going to leave comments about the baits we were throwing on a day like today. I mean, if we were throwing like probably a buzz bait like right now, a frog along the bank and all this slop, I mean, I'm sure we would have just jacked him, dude. Swim jig, probably would have been lights out, you know. So we didn't fish the ideal baits, but still the point was finesse versus reaction baits, switch and rolls, and finesse won.
I'm still the better fisherman.
Well, Mike did catch his first fish on the baitcaster. This is the Meta series. I got videos on this stuff. I'll link them down below, or on this gear here. I'll link them down below. But we got Mike, the 7-footer. It's a medium power, fast action. Just a good combo for him for lighter baits, lighter Texas rigs and jigs, shaky heads, spinner baits, things like that. That's a 7-speed reel, and that is a 14-pound mono. He's done pretty well with that today. I got a video that we just released last week on how to use the baitcaster. If you guys are new to that, definitely check it out. Mike did pretty well with it today. His only really issue was when he switched baits, he didn't tighten up that tension knob because his newer bait that he tied on was a bit heavier than the spinner bait. So you should have tightened that tension knob just a bit more, and you wouldn't have had that backlash, but that was really the only backlash you had, and once you fixed it, you were good. So keep that tension knob tight, and you won't backlash. Now for my combo here, the Okuma Cycle Stick. This is a 7.2 medium light, fast action. I had two combos out here. The other one is a medium power. This one I'm running 8-pound cigar tatsu. On the other one I'm running 10-pound. That's really the only difference between the two combos there. Both of them have the Okuma ITX 3000 spinning reel on there. What's nice about this one as well is it's a 6-speed, so a bit faster reel compared to most on the market, like that faster spinning reel there. But yeah, this is the 3000 size spool here. Pretty much every spinning reel that I own is a 3000. I do like that bigger spool. You have less line issues with it, and it holds plenty of a line. I do believe this one here holds like 200 yards of 8-pound test. And guys, that should wrap it up. You know, as far as the bait goes, you guys seen the old Ned head. The only change I did throughout the day was going to that lighter head, which didn't catch as much grass as that heavier head. So that was definitely a good call there. Mike, let's go ahead and wrap her up before the audio decides that she craps on us. Make sure you guys head on over to Lurenet. Use code TJ81 to save 15%. Smash the thumbs up.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Love you guys. We're out.